What's up, YouTube? It's Josh coming at you, and I never really realize how much stuff I pick up until I get to the end of the month and I do this pickup video. Stay tuned. So welcome back, everybody. So before we get started with the pickup video, I'm gonna do a quick shout out here. This channel that you'll see behind me, you see this massive collection of original Nintendo games boxed. Now, I just happened to be scrolling through YouTube at work a couple of weeks back, and I saw, and I was looking at NES collections, what people had for their NES collections. You know, something close to my heart, love collecting for the NES, the Nintendo for you, Tony, back in the day gamer. So this Nintendo collection, though, came up, and I was amazed at this collection. This channel, the lady's name is Linda Guillory. I will have it up here for you guys to see. I will link it in the description as well. She's sitting around 300 subscribers. She has an amazing boxed Nintendo collection. She started collecting these things, I think, 25 years ago, and she's put together some real dingers. Go over and check her channel out. If you enjoy collecting for the NES, if you just enjoy looking at the box collections of them, you can see by the stuff that's on the screen here, she's got an incredible collection of them. I don't know that she has a complete set, but she sure as hell has a lot of them, and she's got a lot of dingers in the group too. So go over and check her channel out, check these videos out. She does some really cool, she's got a really cool collection even beyond the original Nintendo, but you will be impressed, trust me. So before we also jump into the pickups, let's check this beer out that we got right here. This is a different one. I was up in Pennsylvania, which isn't too far away from where I live at. I live pretty close to the Pennsylvania line. But so I happened to pop into a store and get a sandwich, and they had a little beer section. So I was looking at it, and I thought, hey, this could be kind of interesting. Let me check it out. This is the Broken Heels Hazy IPA. And this is from New Trail Brewing Company. It's pretty good. It's a big can. It didn't all fit into the glass. I already taste tested it a little bit. But man, it smells so delicious, and it tastes just as good. This one is a 7% alcohol by volume, Hazy IPA. New Trails Brewing Company. They are located in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Now, Williamsport's a little bit of a distance for me. I don't know if I'll ever be making my way up there. It's about 3.5 hours or so away from me. But it's right smack in the middle of the state of Pennsylvania. If you look at a map and you put your finger right in the center, you're going to be pretty damn close to where Williamsport is. If you guys are ever in that area, or if you've ever checked out this brewery, drop it in the comments, let me know. This beer particularly is really good. So the first thing I have here is a DVD set that I found. I found this for $1. Samurai Jack season 4. I remember this cartoon back in the day from Cartoon Network, so I thought it'd be kind of neat to pick it up, check it out. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Found this really cool like Mothman figure. Now, I don't collect a lot of toys. I know a lot of y'all out there collect games and toys and everything. I just collect stuff when I see something I'm like, that looks pretty badass. And this guy looks pretty damn badass. So if you know what he is, I think he's a Mothman, but I was trying to look it up and I couldn't kind of get a clear view of this actual figure, but it looks really badass nonetheless. Also found this vintage thing at the thrift shop for $2. It's a Woody from Toy Story, from the original Toy Story. It's actually a McDonald's toy from 1999, but I thought that was pretty cool. A cool little shelf piece to add to the game room. And then I found this really neat little Mario piggy bank as well at the thrift shop for a couple dollars, and I couldn't leave them behind. Nice little piece to put up on the shelf, put my nickels in. I picked up a couple of board games. Now, I don't normally pick a lot of board games up. If I see something that looks interesting once in a while, I'll pick something up. These may be something, 2 of the 3 may be something that I actually just shuffle along with somebody else who enjoys games if they're interested in it or whatever, just as a gift to somebody. But this one's Epic Quest. It's actually tiny Epic Quest. It looked kind of neat. It's like a little grand adventure RPG type of board game, so I thought that looked pretty cool. This other one is another one of those. This is from Slugfest Games. This is the Red Dragon Inn. It looked kind of neat. It says, you know, the adventure's over, but the party's just getting started. It looked kind of like a game where you kind of like, you play against one another in it. And let's see what it says. You and your adventuring companions have spent all day slogging through the dungeon. And now you're sitting around having a drink at the Red Dragon Inn. Drink, gamble, and roughhouse with your friends, but don't forget to keep an eye on your gold. If you run out, you'll have to spend the nights in the stables. Oh, and try not to get too beaten up or too drunk. Sounded like it might be kind of fun. The last one I picked up just strictly on, I made sure all the parts were in it too, but strictly on, it's a cool ass box that I wanted to display somewhere here in the game room. And it's Bloodborne, the card game. Pretty badass. Like I said, all the pieces were in it. I checked and made sure, but I just thought that would make a really cool little display piece. So that's why I grabbed that one up. Okay, so moving on to the thrift shop pickups. We'll kind of go new to old, I guess, on these. I picked up 2 games for the Xbox One. I picked up Forza Horizon 3, and I picked up Batman, the Telltale series. Neither one of these are like dinger expensive games. This one looked kind of interesting. I picked it up because I wanted to really just play it and see what it's like. Looked pretty cool, so that's why I grabbed that one. That was it for that generation of games. We'll move back to the PlayStation 3. I saw this one in the thrift the other day, and I do not see PlayStation 3 games very often in the thrifts anymore. For a while, I was finding them pretty regular, and it's one of the systems that I really love to collect for. It's one of the largest collections I actually have. I saw this one, I was like, damn, I don't have that game, that's cool. I popped it open, and I'm like, lo and behold, the game's not in it. But another game was in it that I do not have as well. So we got Time Crisis Raising Storm. Right, that's what it's called. Yeah, I know it's a light gun game, but still pretty cool for $2. Couldn't beat that. I had 2 Wii games that I found at the thrift shop. They had a boatload of Wii games, and most of them were just junky stuff that I didn't want. But this one looked kind of cool. It was the Tomb Raider Anniversary. Nice complete copy of that. And we got one. I told my wife I wanted her to play it because she is a nurse and she works in an operating room. Maybe she'll get into the video game. I don't know. Trauma Center, Second Opinion, because that's what you're doing if you're working in an operating room. Either that or she'll be like, I see enough of that crap and I don't want to deal with it. Moving back to, well, still in the same generation, but to a different system. We have the Xbox 360. I found another demo disc. I have a soft spot for these. I can't help it. This one's got Pacific Rim, Darkstalkers Resurrection, Far Cry Blood Dragon, which was on another one. Awesome Knots. So it looked kind of neat. Like I said, I have a soft spot for those. Found a copy of the orange box for the Xbox 360. Nice, solid, complete copy. I couldn't leave it behind. This is one that I already have, but I figured someone might want it in a trade or something of that nature. And a cool one that I found for the 360 that I did not have was Wolfenstein. Nice complete copy. They had that particular day there was a bunch of 360 games in there, but most of them were either missing the disc, so they were, people steal stuff, or they were just stuff that I wasn't really interested in. All right, now moving back a generation, we got a couple of PlayStation 2 games. I need to drink a little bit more. Found this one in there. I got to it before the pickers got to it, because this particular Goodwill that I go to, this is Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier. This is the last game in the Jak and Daxter series. Have not played it yet. Popped it in to make sure the disc worked, but really haven't dug into it. I need to dig into that whole series, to be honest with you. Another one that I had that already, but I didn't want to leave behind for the picker, was Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. It's the greatest hits version of that. That's a pretty good game too. When I say the picker, I'm talking about, there's one guy that it's funny because if you guys watch Gamer's Manual, he made a joke one time about a guy that he called the hairdresser. So I started calling this guy the hairdresser too. And the reason is my wife wanted to know. She's like, we went in one day, I said, oh shit, the hairdresser's here. She's like, what the hell are you talking about? He made mention that there's a guy that just hangs out in his thrift shop, and the one thrift shop he goes to, and that he nicknamed him the hairdresser. So I took his nickname and used it for this other dude. This dude is in the Goodwill, this one Goodwill, and he stays in the Goodwill, and he's just in there like all day long, like from when it opens till, he's probably in there for 5 or 6 hours. And if I walk in and I see him in there, chances are I'm not finding any video games or anything video game related, because he just waits for them to wheel the stuff out and he picks through what he wants. Guess it's his job. All right, moving on to the original Xbox. Got a big pile of stuff here for that. We have another demo disc, the Prince of Persia demo disc. I don't even know what volume this is, 38. I've been collecting these as I see them as well. Pretty cool. I like these cases a little better than the little cardboard sleeves. My wife picked these two up. I have to check. I'm pretty sure that I have them, but I'll have them on a different system. This is a Platinum Hits of Call of Duty, the original one. A nice clean copy of Splinter Cell, the original. Got a copy of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory here. We got Hitman Contracts. There were a couple Hitman games, but I already had them, so always like adding some stuff to the original Xbox collection. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. This one I have as well already on the PlayStation 2, but like I said, Ghost Recon, Island Thunder. All these are complete too as well, so they're always nice when you see them like that. Occasionally you find them like that. We got a copy of Forza Motorsports. This is one I was going to pick up at a yard sale a couple weeks back, but the guy wanted like $10 for it. I don't think I found it at the Thrift for free. NFL Blitz Pro. Another one that I've been wanting to find and play. We got Deus Ex, The Invisible War. We got Hunter, The Reckoning Redeemer. I had the first one already. This is the second game in that series. Destroy All Humans. The first one, I think I had the second one on PlayStation 2. Jade Empire, only on Xbox. And the last one of those was Metal Arms Glitch in the System. And that was everything for the thrift shop that I picked up this month. Let's see here. We'll just go with the retail next because the other stuff is quite a big pile of stuff from that I picked up off of my local trader thing. So from retail shops, let me see. We picked up a couple of games from a local game shop. We picked up, this was like $5, so I picked it up. Rise of the Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four for the PS3. We got Eat Lead, the return of Mad Hazard for the PS3. And we got another cool one, Katamari Forever, from there as well. The guy was, the day I went into the shop there, he had some stuff that was marked a little higher. I think I bought some manuals and stuff from him too, which is surprising. They usually don't sell the manual. But he cut me some pretty good deals. I like going to the local game shops. If you have them in your area, folks, go support them because they are definitely an asset to have in your area. You don't have to worry about buying everything through eBay, although I do still buy some stuff. One game, speaking of eBay, that I did get off of eBay, I saw this one, I sniped it for, I think it was $2 and it was $4 for shipping, so for $6, and it was definitely a game that I wanted to have in the collection that I wanted to play. It was Earth Defense Force, Insect Armageddon. There's a bunch of those games. I've actually never played one of them, so that's why I wanted to get them and check them out. I've heard so many good things about them. This is something that I got off of eBay. I got Duke Nukem, Total Meltdown. I had the disc. The disc last year I got, someone just gave me a big ass stack of scratched up PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 discs. And I took it and I bought the case for it so I could complete it, but I resurfaced it. The thing worked great, so. Another thing off of eBay that I picked up was Final Fantasy Chronicles. It's got Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger on it. That's the reason I wanted it, because I've never played Chrono Trigger. I've heard everybody talk so many good things about it, and I want to add this to my RPG list to get to and play as soon as I can. And then I picked up just 4 common Nintendo, original Nintendo games that I didn't have to add to the collection. I got the one with the worst box art ever for a video game in Shinjin the Ruler. We got Pinball Quest, kind of cool little game. SNK Touchdown Fever, kind of a cool football game too. And a crappy soccer game, Goal! That was it for the retail stuff for the month. All right, so the big stuff that I had here was I picked up from this one, actually, it was 2 people. The one lady was most of it, and then there was one that was a couple of other things out of the bunch. So we'll start with the smaller bunch of stuff on here. We won't get too deep into that stuff. So, oh, before I get too far, there was 2 more things from the first shop that I picked up that I thought were pretty cool. We got a brand new, still sealed up Burger Time, and we got a plug and play of Tetris. So I think the little Burger Time was $6 and these were $5. So very, very cool. All right, jumping into all this other crap. So the one lot, since this one's on top to hell with it, I'm gonna just do it all at one time. These were 2 different things. I'm just gonna jump them all together because it's gonna take forever to go through it anyway. So the one I paid $300 for, and the other one I paid $100 for. They're from people, like I said, off of my work's local like trader site thing that it has. Basically, it's a classified. It's a large company that we work for, and people can post stuff, and then you can meet up and buy or sell stuff. So the huge lot here that I have It had a dance pad for the PlayStation 2, 3 dancing games. Surprisingly, I actually just sold off a dance pad and some games, so maybe it won't be too hard to unload those. It also came with these, which surprisingly have a little bit of value to it. This is a Singstar set of microphones with a dongle that you can hook up for the PlayStation 2 or 3, I believe it was. But these go for like 25 bucks just for the set of microphones, so that was pretty cool. It came with, also from a game standpoint, for the PlayStation 2, we got Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance Greatest Hits, The Herbs Greatest Hits, Simpsons Road Rage Black Label, Kingdom Hearts Black Label, Tony Hawk American Wasteland, Kelly Slater Pro Surfer, SSX on Tour, Star Wars the video game Greatest Hits, Star Wars Battlefront. It's actually the first game, not the second, even though it's in the second case, but FIFA Street 2, Tony Hawk Underground 2, Tony Hawk Proving Ground, and Risk Global Domination. Those were all the PlayStation games. Had a PlayStation 2 Slim console in there, everything works great. Came with 2 controllers and a PlayStation 1 controller for some reason. Oh yeah, 2 more games. Came with Need for Speed Underground 2 and Ghost Recon Jungle Storm. Had a complete in-box Wii, beautiful shape, man. Completely in there, has the Wii Sports game in it as well. Also came with 4 extra Wiimotes, a couple extra nunchucks, charger, all that jazz. It didn't come with very many games though. It did come, like I said, in the box. It came with a Wii Sports, but then it came with a second copy of Wii Sports, which is nice. It came with a copy of Game Party 2, which is one that we didn't have in the collection, so we'll keep that one. Wii Play, which is one that we did have. A sealed copy, for some reason, of Carnival Games. And then the best game of that bunch was this new Super Mario Bros. Wii. So that was very, very cool. Also, in that bundle of stuff that we have right there, we have a nice little purse, Nintendo DS. Check that little bag out. Not my cup of tea, but some young lady might like it. Had a charger in here, a nice, really pretty little DS Lite in really great shape. Works fantastic. Came with like 6 or 7 like really craptastic, I'm not even gonna pull them out, DS games. They're all like crossword puzzles and puzzle games and stuff. It was like for like an older woman's DS or something like that. Didn't know that this was in there when I bought it, but it works. Checked it out. Got a little silver Game Boy Pocket, so that was very cool to add to the collection as well. And then a bunch of Nintendo 64 stuff, which we'll save for a minute. The other deal that we got for $100 was a fat working PS2 with a bunch of, it came with 3 controllers, a couple like, just random cool crap games that came with it and everything. An Xbox 360 Slim, pretty nice shape. Both of these consoles work as well. That came with a crap load of crappy sports titles and stuff. Like this was one of the better sports titles, FIFA Street, but then it was a bunch of like FIFA games, Madden games, stuff like that. The best games of the bunch from that lot were Eco for PlayStation 2, Super Monkey Ball Deluxe for the Xbox, Sonic the Hedgehog for the 360, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 for the 360, and Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. Those 4 I will, or 5 I will be keeping in the collection because I didn't have them. FIFA Street, that's out of here. The consoles are all going to get flipped. The Nintendo 64 now. This is a standard gray one in that lot. Came with 2 controllers, the hookups to hook it up with standard atomic purple and standard gray controller. Came with 18 games, an RF adapter, expansion pack, which I'm going to flip that separately since they got a little power to them. A little juice to them. What the heck is going on there? Some of the games that were with it, these are ones that are doubles that I'm not going to keep. I got A Bug's Life, I got Donkey Kong 64, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Rugrats in Paris, and Revolt. Those were all the doubles, those games. There was also a Pokemon Snap, a Mickey Speedway USA, a Yoshi Story, and what was the last one? Another game, I can't think of the name of it. I actually traded those off already to another one of our local tubers. So you'll see his video and mine when I get what he sent me and he gets what I sent him. It also had 9 games that I'm gonna keep out of the bunch that I did not have. So we got Madden 99, we got Bottom of the Ninth, NHL Breakaway 98, Nagano Winter Olympics 98, Lego Racers, Paperboy, Space Invaders, Mario Tennis, and the biggest one of the bunch was Pokemon Stadium 2. So very cool. Some of these games, they have Blockbuster labels on them, so they must have bought them from a rental store, but I got through it. That's it. That's everything. Crap load of stuff. 25-30 minute video probably by the time I'm done this and everything. But when you guys get a chance, go over and check out Linda Guillory's channel. Really, really cool. I'm telling you guys, you will not be disappointed with the collection that she has. She has some really cool stuff, and the Nintendo collection that she has is incredible. Go over there and check out the New Trail Brewery. Check out their little website if you can. If you're in that central Pennsylvania area, go over and check out the brewery. This is a really good one. You guys won't be disappointed. Thanks for sticking with me. And until next time, you guys, take care of yourself. Cheers.